Well, in consumer news, when it comes to buying a new car, the bills can stack up quick. This morning, Janet Ernie, Vice President of Retail Lending with Numerica, is giving us an insider's guide to buying a new car and what you should consider before you take the plunge. And we're also talking about leasing cars as well, Janet. And we're going to start with that question. You know, when you're making this decision, whether to buy or to lease, what are some of the things you need to be thinking about?
Sure. So one question you'll want to ask yourself is how important owning a car is to you. So when you own a car, you own it outright. But when you lease, it's somewhat like renting the car from the bank. Another question you want to ask yourself is how important your monthly payment is to you.
You know, and that's one of the things too, you know, when you lease, you're always going to have that monthly payment. If you buy a car, ultimately you might get it paid off, and who knows, hopefully, you know, it runs for several more years where you're not having that payment. So just things that you've got to factor in there. Now when you lease, it's usually a lower payment. Can you explain that concept a little bit?
Sure. So when you lease, your payment is typically based off of depreciation, taxes, licensing, and some additional fees, where when you purchase, it's based off of the entire purchase price. So purchasing, your payment will typically be more than when you lease.
Okay. Yeah, but the nice thing about the leasing is you're always driving a nice car that's in good condition,
yeah,
right?
Exactly.
Well, and that's, you know, some other things that you do need to consider. That might fall in there, but what are some other things to consider making this? It's a very important decision. Maybe other than a house, this could be the biggest purchase you make.
Absolutely. So some other considerations might be flexibility. How much do you like to customize your vehicle? So when leasing, any customizations you make will have to be removed from the vehicle before you turn it back over to the bank, right?
You want to put the big subwoofers in the back, yeah.
Or, you know, dark tinted windows. I like the dark tinted windows. Okay. When you own your vehicle, you can tint those windows and customize the car to the way you like it.
Good point.
Another consideration is how much you like to travel. Does your family like to take random last-minute road trips, or do you travel for sports? If that's the case, leasing may not be the best option because there's typically a limit of 12 to 15,000 miles you can drive per year.
Okay.
So like you said, one of the benefits of leasing is you get the brand new rig every 3 years.
Interesting. Good things to think about that. I guess I maybe had not given question to. And quickly, do you have a website people can go to find out more?
We do. You can go to www.numericacu.com, where you can find some auto loan calculators to find out what type of payment you can afford.
Yeah, and you know, Jenna, and I mean, I have an old car, but it's paid for. So it's just a matter of what works best for you, and some good things to think about when making a very, very important decision. Janet Ernie with Numerica, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.